Chapter 3. It had been a few months since Garth's dad died of a massive heart attack. Garth sat in the small living room of Panzer's apartment, playing video games and wondering how his life could change so drastically. His dad hadn't paid for the house for a while, nor did he have life insurance. Garth couldn't believe how irresponsible Dad had been. If Mom had been around, this never would have happened. Thank God for Panzer. He had taken Garth in. He was like a guardian angel, an angel who lived in a crummy, tiny apartment. The front door opened, and Panzer kneeled in. He was so tall that his head touched the top frame. "Honey, I'm home," the giant said. Garth laughed. "That's dumb. Where were you? It's past midnight." "I talked to my dad." Panzer walked into the living room and set down a gem bag. "Your dad? You've never mentioned him before. How's he doing?" Panzer shrugged. "He's all right. Just an old man who's down on his luck." "Did he want money from you or something?" "Something." Panzer sat down next to Garth on the futon, causing it to groan under his weight. "Your favorite woman is in the news." Garth paused the game and looked at him. "Who?" "Cassandra Fairchild." Garth grinded his teeth. "She's not my favorite woman." He could tell he'd sounded more forceful than usual because Panzer's eyes widened. "I was just joking, bud. Did you hear, though?" "Hear what?" "She sold her production company to a major studio." Garth laughed. "Good. She doesn't deserve it." "That's not all," Panzer said. "The studio canceled the animated show she produced, and now a lot of people are out of work." Garth narrowed his eyes. "Are you fucking serious?" he asked quietly. "Yep. Just another check on her list of good deeds." Panzer laughed at his own joke, but Garth was fuming. "All she does is ruin people's lives." "Yep," Panzer agreed. "Someone should really put her in her place, don't you think?" "I guess." "You know what I also heard? She's going to a convention in Texas in May. It'll be her first convention appearance ever." "So?" "You could meet her." Garth's palms grew sweaty. "Why would I want to meet her?" "Give her a piece of your mind, bud. Air your grievances. I don't know. Are you really going to pass up the opportunity to meet the woman who killed your mom?" Garth felt suddenly short of breath. "She didn't kill my mom." "Didn't she? After all, your mom killed herself after watching that series finale that Fairchild wrote and directed. Are you seriously telling me you don't find her even the slightest bit responsible for your mom's suicide?" Garth had never considered that possibility. "I don't think talking to her would help," he finally said. "Maybe not. Something more drastic than..." Panzer smiled. "Like what?" "You should kill her." "What?" Garth yelled. "Fairchild ruined not just your life, but many others. She killed your mom and put all those poor animators out of work with her incredibly awful decisions. She needs to be stopped." "I agree, but killing her?" "It's the only way to stop her, bud." "Is it? Is it really? You're talking about taking a human life. I still can't tell if you're being serious or not, Panzer." "I'm very serious. I'm not talking about a total hands-on murder. Just plant a bomb near her or something." "A bomb?" Garth asked. "That's pretty specific." "I know you can make one. Aren't you majoring in mechanics or something?" "Well, yeah, I could probably make a bomb." Garth suddenly stopped talking. The more he spoke about this with Panzer, the more enticing it sounded. Have you killed other people besides my dad? Panzer shrugged. Just a few, but they deserved it. Garth remembered the night his dad died. He'd said, offhandedly, that he wished the man was dead, and Panzer had offered to kill him and make it look like natural causes. Of course, Garth thought he was joking. At first. But why a bomb? Garth suddenly asked, trying to ignore this strange new side to his roommate. Why not just shoot her or poison her tea? You could do those, but a bomb sends a bigger message, I think. It tells the world that this woman did something bad enough to deserve a death like this. It really does, doesn't it? Garth rubbed his chin. He really liked the idea of blowing up Fairchild. Though he'd never built a bomb before, he was certain he could do so. When's the convention again? In a few months, May. We'll need plane tickets, and I doubt it's cheap flying from California to Texas. I have money now, Panzer said proudly. Garth looked at him curiously. Why do you want to kill her so much? What makes you think I do? This was your idea. Garth couldn't help but laugh nervously. Panzer sighed. I just think it's unfair what's happened to you. Your mom and dad died, and now those poor people lost their jobs. Someone has to take the power back from Cassandra Fairchild, don't you think? Garth nodded. I really do. Great. We'll get tickets, and then you can build the bomb after we get to Texas. Fairchild dies, and all will be right with the world. Later that night, as Garth lay on the futon, his mind raced with the thought of killing Fairchild. He'd never realized just how truly horrible that woman was until Panzer opened his eyes. She deserved to pay for her actions toward people. She hurt the people who worked for her, and she killed his mom. He truly believed that now. You're going to die, Cassandra. I promise. Just before he fell asleep, he heard a muffled noise coming from Panzer's bedroom. Garth wasn't sure, but it sounded to him like his giant friend was crying.